Hey guys, my name's Umphy, and today I thought I'd bring you something a little bit different than what I usually do. I was about 4 years old when I started playing Blizzard games. I started with a broken disc of Warcraft 2, and me and my brother would play it, and he'd go and kill the seals, and I would actually cry when he killed the seals because I thought the seals were super cute. So, anyways, I guess what I'm getting to is I've been playing Blizzard games for a lot of years, and when I was about 13 years old, actually, yeah, exactly when I was 13 years old, because I was getting back from a trip that I went on for my 13th birthday. My brother showed me this game that he had gotten into called World of Warcraft. And I think we had tried to get into World of Warcraft a few years before that, but our parents wouldn't let us or something. So anyways, when I was 13, I started playing World of Warcraft on my brother's account. And I had a little level 27 hunter, I think, until that Christmas my parents got me Black Friday computer, and I was able to play World of Warcraft on my own account. I remember begging my brother to it was like it had just been my birthday, and I just I had just it had just been my birthday, and I think I remember the day after my birthday asking my brother if for my next birthday he would pay for my WoW account this month. And so I've had a lot of good memories. World of Warcraft, I know it kind of sounds dumb to say that something on the internet, something you play, has changed your life in such a big way. But honestly, World of Warcraft changed my life. I've met so many new people, and met so many great people that I talk to all the time now. I mean, my dream job is to work at Blizzard doing something. I think it'd be amazing to be some kind of community guy, because I think my main thing about Blizzard games is the community that grows around them, and just how strong that community is. And so, for my 17th birthday, I saved up a bunch of money over summer break, and me and my parents kind of halved a trip to BlizzCon. So I was able to go and meet all these new people, all these amazing people that I've talked to online. I mean, you talk to somebody online for a couple years, and then you get to meet him in person, and it's a really cool experience. I don't really know how to explain it in words that people would understand. But so what I'm kind of getting to is recently some people have kind of felt like Blizzard has kind of let the WoW players down, and I don't actually believe that they've let us down. I think Blizzard is growing their game with a growing generation of people. I mean, I'm 19, right? And I'm a small majority of people that are my age that are still playing World of Warcraft. Most of my friends are quite a bit older than me that I play Warcraft with. So that kind of lies into what I'm trying to get to. And I don't think I still love Blizzard. I get in here just so I can how do I say it? Just so I can listen to the music and look around. I mean, Blizzard just put their heart and soul into this game. The people that made it, and it really shows. So something recently kind of hit onto my mind. I know the subscriber numbers have been going down, and all kinds of different stuff. And I kind of wanted to give my input on why exactly I think that's happening. And like I said, guys, usually I make videos on Overwatch. That's the game I've been playing most, and I really love that game. But I always come back to Warcraft because I know this might sound stupid, but it's kind of my home, you know? Like, it's like when I'm here, like in 50 years, guys, in 50 years, the World of Warcraft servers might not be around anymore, but I'm still gonna throw on like the music of that Blizzard has created for this game. I'm still gonna remember all these cool people that I've met. Hopefully I'm still friends with all of them. I mean, it's never really gonna end for me. I don't feel like. I mean, it's taken up the better part of the past 10 years of my life. Not that it's taken up like all that time, but it's been a big part of my life during that time. So I kind of wanted to talk about why exactly I feel that people think that Blizzard have dumbed down the game, or made the game worse, and my kind of thoughts on just exactly what that means for me. So I started playing World of Warcraft. I played in Burning Crusade, but it wasn't like I didn't have like an account. I played on a friend's account like for a little while and just like had fun just walking around. I think I wanted to see Thrall because like I remember Thrall being like a huge deal from Warcraft 3, and like so I thought it was really cool that I could go see Thrall and stuff. So I started playing World of Warcraft like on my own account and leveling my own character in Wrath of the Lich King. And I remember people going like pugging to go kill the Lich King. And I remember going to kill the Lich King was like a huge deal. Like it was in game. Like I never even made it in to go kill the Lich King in Wrath. And I don't necessarily look back on that as like a failure. Like I didn't get to kill the end boss, not because I was bad at the game, which I was terrible at the game, but it was something that you had to work towards. And being a new player, I wasn't able to make it there before Cataclysm came out. And kind of looking back on that, like I always wanted to go kill Arthas, right? I wanted to always get in there and go see him and kill him and do the content. But it was kind of the cool part about that for me was striving to try to get there and doing the work that it took to get there. And it didn't necessarily, I wasn't upset that I didn't make it. I just enjoyed the fact that I could try to make it. Like I wanted to go see Arthas. I wanted to kill Arthas. I wanted to kill the Lich King. But I had all these things that I had to do before I was able to do that, and that was fine. Like I didn't feel like Blizzard was holding me back. I felt like Blizzard was giving me goals to complete to be able to go in there and do that content. And I feel like recently, with the adding of Raid Finder and all these different kind of shortcuts that you have to end game, the kind of the work. I don't want to call it work because I didn't feel like it was work. Like it was a process. The process of being able to get yourself to be powerful enough. I know this sounds really dumb. Like coming, you'll know what I'm talking about if you've played World of Warcraft. But the process that it takes to get your character and yourself and learning all these different steps to get to where you're able to actually step in and kill something and work with a team to defeat something that's hard to do. And I think what Raid Finder being added to the game did was it gives it's kind of like quality or quantity over quality. You don't have to be a quality player to be able to go in there and oh gosh, who's even the boss right now? I think it's Archimond. I think I'm probably wrong. Kill Jaden. I think that's the end boss right now. And I haven't played too much in Warlords of Draenor because it wasn't really my cup of tea. And like that's coming from a guy that like I love World of Warcraft. Like it's insanely like it's the best game ever made in my book. And I know like I'm coming from being a 19-year-old guy, but honestly, World of Warcraft will stand out. I don't care how good Overwatch is. World of Warcraft will be my #1 game till the day I die. And that's not because nothing better will come out. I'm not saying that. But because of the experiences I've had in it and the people I've met, that's why it will be the best game I've ever played. So with the adding of Raid Finder, I can queue up once I hit level 100 and go and defeat a boss instantly. Like I don't have to work towards anything. Sure, there's a little bit of wind up, but it's nothing like it used to be. And I don't feel like making content harder or longer, making it harder to get to actually hurts the game. I actually think it improves it because I guess, okay, say I have a farm, okay, and that farm has weeds and the trees need to be trimmed and everything needs to be done around there. Like I gotta water them, I gotta do all this stuff before the property and the trees I'm able to harvest the trees, and I'm able to look at the property and go, wow, you know, I did a really good job getting this fixed and all nice and done. And I feel like that's what raiding and stuff used to be. Like I never raided, but it was cool to have those guys that were like, it was a big deal. Like you'd inspect somebody, you're like, oh my gosh, that guy's really good. Like I want to be like that guy. I want to have the gear that he does. I want to strive to do better at what I'm doing. So, and I feel like Raid Finder and all this stuff is really put like a damper on that. When I'm done looking, if I hire somebody to come and clean up the farm for me, I'm not gonna look at it and go, wow, I did a really good job at that. Like I put a lot of work in, and you know what? I get to see the fruits of my labor. No, I hired somebody to come in and do the work for me, or I took a shortcut to get it done. I didn't put in the work myself with my hands to get the yard looking the way I want it to look. I took a shortcut, and I feel like that's exactly what Raid Finder has done. And so I don't know if people will agree with me or disagree. Feel free. I mean, that's just my thoughts on it. But I feel like that's something Blizzard needs to get back to with World of Warcraft. And I'm not saying don't cater to the casuals. Like, I play World of Warcraft super casually. I'm not like an in-game raider, but the guys that are, I really look like, I'm like, wow, I'd like to do that. Like, that'd be really cool. But it doesn't necessarily hurt my feelings that I'm not able to, because it's not worth, and I'm not saying that's not worth my time to do it, but maybe I just haven't put the time in, or I'm not the quality of player that needs to be running that in-game stuff. And if I want to be that quality of a player, I need to put in the time and the work to get there. What Raid Finder does is just gives me it's a shortcut. Once I kill the boss, why should I go on any more? I mean, just because the content gets a little harder, and sure, like there's those people that will do that, but once I beat the in-game boss, it's like, well, I beat the in-game boss. Sure, it might have been easier. It's kind of like once you complete like a campaign game, and you're like, maybe if you liked that campaign game like a ton, you're gonna go back and play it on the harder mode that you unlocked. But 90% of us are gonna be like, nah, I think we're done with that game. Like, I finished it. I feel fulfilled that I finished it, and I'm done with that game. So that's kind of my thoughts on it. If you guys agree, let me know. If you guys have any other discussion points, I'd love to hear them. Like I said, this is unusual for this channel. I don't know. I probably won't be putting up too many WoW videos, but I did want to speak kind of my mind on this because I got it back into just to play around today, and gosh, this game is just so good. And I want people that are my age to get in and understand, wow, this is a cool game. I don't want Warcraft to go away. I want it to thrive and stick around for as long as it can. And I mean, it's done a really good job of doing that so far. And I give it to Blizzard for making the game so it can do that. But I also can understand that people that like putting in the work like having something to show off. And honestly, it's kind of cool to see somebody that has something to show off because it makes you want to strive to get there. So yeah, that's kind of my thoughts on it, guys. I know I've said that like 3 times, but thanks for listening. Let me know if you have anything. If you like the video, give me a like, and if you want some more, I might do this from now on to time. So if you want to see more stuff like this and some Overwatch stuff, subscribe. And you guys have a great day and a good week. Thanks. Bye.